Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, welcome to the lunar eclipse, solar eclipse prediction special. All right. So I've got the Thelema Lenormand and the Thelema Tarot on the tarot deck. And what I'm going to do on the tarot table, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 6 of the Lenormand cards out because we have our solar eclipse, our lunar eclipse goes for 6 months. So I'm going to do one per one, and then we're going to put tarot cards on top of it. So the Lenormand card will be the theme, and the tarot cards will be the clarifier. All right. So I'm going to do 6 of those. So for the Royals prediction for the next 6 months, I'm talking the senior Royals. Doesn't necessarily have to be working royals, the king and his immediate family. So we're talking about the boys and their wives, the king and his wife. We'll be talking, we'll see if something comes up about the other siblings, but we'll see. It's mostly the king. Mostly king. A lot of people are concerned about his health, the line of succession, and whatnot. All right, so we're going to pull 6 Lenormand, and I love it when I have matching decks because they play so well together. 6 Lenormand for the king and his boys and his family. Lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, the eclipse season for the next 6 months. Shall we begin? Okay. Oh, Clover. Look at that. We even have a 6 here. So that's what month 1, month 2, the key, month 3, the mountain. So we have September, October, November. Month 4, oh, the rider. We got some good news. Month 5, the lilies, and month 6, the anchor. All right, I just want to make sure all of those are fitting in nice and clear. And the underlining of the theme for the next 6 months. Ooh, clouds. Clouds. Sorry, I just want to, as you know, the comment section is now open again, and I'm sad to report didn't help. Woke up to all kinds of spam this morning. So again, I've contacted YouTube because it's not fair to you guys either that these scammers are on there. I know they're scammers. I don't like them bothering my viewers. All right. So let's do some tarot clarifiers here. Month 1, we got some really good luck coming to the royal family here. Fleeting luck. Clover is fleeting luck, but it's still a lucky month. And then with the key opens doors and it locks doors. So there might be something that was blocked to the royals previously that are now going to be open. Is this a visitor coming? But look at the 3rd month. We have the mountain obstacles. Then we have really good news coming. The rider brings us good news or the answers. Yes. Now, the lilies, of course, could this be something about, could this be literally Lily? Oh, the clock agrees with me. Also could be peace. Could be elders too. There's sometimes you read lilies or elders or later in life. And then we have the anchor, which anchors can go both ways. They can be a drag or they can be stabilizing. So under the mountain, I see it's quite a drag. If this was a better card, then it's stabilizing, like a house, a child. But when it's a negative card, then the anchor is a drag. It's like a ball and chain. So let's see what's happening. So we have the remainder of September, so mid-October, mid-November, the king's birthday, mid-December, mid-January, mid-March. March or February, mid-February. All right. And the underline for the next 6 months, interesting, we have a 6 here, is the clouds. So we do have a lot of disturbances, a lot of lightning, but by the end of 6 months, the sun does come out. Also, we have a King of Clubs here. So this is directly for the king, and we have the king here as well. News from the past. Okay, let's clarify the clover, please. Clarify the clover, please. Clarify the clover predictions for the king and his next 6 months. Clarify the clover, please. And I'm going to pull 3 on each. King of Pentacles, there he is. Lucky. Knight of Cups in reverse. Someone's going to come with a bad offer. Justice in reverse. All right. I think that, well, number 1, Justice is Libra, which starts in September here. At the end of September, I actually think that some kind of karma is coming for the king and his money, but it's lucky in that the karma is on the king's side. Do you see what I'm saying? So if somebody has done the king a dirty, their karma is coming for them. Perhaps a promise that the king made is going to be rescinded. But this is definitely a karmic month for the king. The king showed up here. But with the clover, this also could, clover can sometimes be, because the king showed up here, health. So to me, clover is herbs that you take. And we all know the king is really big into taking natural medicines. This might show us that his natural medicines are not working, or his medicines. The clover can just actually even be medicine that you take, pills that you take. So perhaps we're going to hear that his medicine is not working. So we could hear something like that. Definitely a karmic, especially closer to the end of September. Something karmic is happening. So if somebody has done the king a dirty, the king is going to turn, they are going to get theirs. If the king has done something untoward, the king will get his. So, oh God forbid he's human and has done something. All right, let's see October. October, we're going to see a lot of doors opening and closing. The key is fabulous at, if you ever get the key in your Lenormand reading, and there's something that you want to close the door on and never discuss again or never see again, key is perfect for that. Think of locking the door and throwing away the key. The key can also open up doors. So if you've ever had somebody say no to you and you get the key in your reading, go back and ask them again. You'll be shocked that the answer is now yes. So let's say you applied for a car loan and no, can't give it to you. Now the key says, now go try again. And you apply and the answer is yes, absolutely. Apply for a job. They say, oh, sorry, we're not hiring. You get the key in your Lenormand reading, go apply for the job, all of a sudden you've got it. It's crazy how it works. All right, clarify the key for us. So this would be October. Oh yeah, look at, we have an 8, and I know October is the 10th month, but it's Octo. 3 cards, please. Oh, 10 of Cups, family. Family, gonna be a great family time. So are we gonna see a reunion? Oh, the World. Great success. I think we're going to see a reunion. Oh, 2 of Pentacles. It's going to be a big distraction, though. Look over here. Don't look up there. Balancing act. I think we might see a reunion, a family reunion here in October. It's going to be a bit of distraction. I'm getting that the king's going to have to balance his 2 sons. One comes from overseas. I think we're going to see a public a reunion and a resolution to some of the family issues in the king's life. This is the key. He's going to open doors, invite his son at the discretion of his other son. And I just want to remind you, I have said many, many times, when we see a resolution with Harry, we know the end is nigh. This is one of the king's wishes, that he can go in peace, that he's tidied everything up, that he can take that key, lock that door, and throw away the key to disruptions in his life. So I think we're going to see a fine balance between the two boys here. One will be a distraction, perhaps, from what's really going on with the king right here. All right, November. Yeah, I don't know why I said mid. We're only September 7th, so this is September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, jeez Louise. Okay, November. Please clarify November for us, please. Please clarify November for us, please. Please clarify November for us, please. Please clarify November. And remember, the underlying is the clouds for the king. Lots of mental stress, lots of depression, and now we have this big obstacle in November. And we have to remember the obstacle. Here's the thing with the mountain. Why do people think they have to climb over and around? Why not go around the mountain? Think outside the mountain. Sometimes you can. Ignore the mountain. Gray rock. Clarify November, please. King of Cups. This is all about the king that month. Six of Swords. Moving on from very stressful situation to peaceful situation to calmer waters. The Hierophant. Well, are we going to see the king become more religious in November? Are we going to see him rely more on his religion as the king, as the head of the Church of England? Now, some of you could say, well, that could be William, because he's also a Cancerian. As I've told you, or my new viewers, I read King William already. I said it. I read William as King of Swords. He's like hours from being a Gemini, and I also feel he's very strongly the King of Swords. I don't know why, I just do. And also, just to separate, Charles and William, Charles is also a King of Cups, right? Even though we read him here as the King of Pentacles, we see him here as the, sitting on the throne as the King of Pentacles. So he can show up in both months easily. He's the king. I think we're going to see him really rely on a lot of religious, more spiritual, in November. What's December? What's this good news in 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 December? I don't want to say this out loud, but I am anyways. I wonder if this is last rites. December. Clarify December with 3 cards, please. The High Priestess. So some kind of news. The Wheel of Good Fortune. 4 of Cups in reverse. Regrets. Okay, I think December is going to be a pivotal month. Secret meetings, things going on behind, things that are not finished up, things that are not cleared up. I'm reading that Wheel of Fortune as a pivot, and with especially with the Queen, with the High Priestess here, and the Four of Cups. So finishing things up, but behind the scenes, actions behind the scenes, behind the veil. With lots of regrets, because this is the news that the like we might hear of things that have been going on behind the scenes. Like, has William actually taken over? And the king is the king, you know, in the front, but William's the one who's doing the work in the back. Like, we might hear news of this, that this has been going on for a while now, for at least 4 months. And here we have the 4th month. So are we going to start a new year with the unveiling news of secret things that have been going on in the background? September, October, November, December. January. Another king month, January. January. Clarify January, please. I honestly think December is going to be a very pivotal month. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You know, this is interesting. This is January, and this is Catherine. Queen of Cups in reverse. Wow. 5 of Swords. Are we going to hear of Catherine and Camilla fighting about something? Arguing. I'm just going to leave that there. I think there hasn't been good blood between Camilla and Catherine for a while now. And I think with them both in reverse here, if they were upright on the lilies, I would say peace is coming. But we also have the 5 of Swords. So I'm going to continue to say that something is going on. It might have something to do with the king. He's right there, the K. So look to it be at the end of January, because we have a 30 here. Something come up between Camilla and Catherine. And it's something from the past. Something from the past with that lilies there. Is it something to do with the actual lily? All right, February. What's going on in February? Is this anchor a drag, or is it stability? Is the anchor a drag, or is it a stability? You know, if my other readings are right about this, perhaps it's something to do with this. Anchor, please, because we do have the clouds. You don't want to say it out loud, do you? Anchor, please. Clarify the anchor, please. Maybe it's something to do with, what's his name? Eight of Cups in reverse. So it's being stuck with something. And that's the anchor. Queen of Swords. And the Hermit in reverse. This is definitely Harry's divorce is a drag on the royal family in the month of February. There, I said it. It's so funny. I always get the Eight of Cups with Harry, and here he shows up as the Hermit, and here's the Queen of Swords. So there's his divorce or separation, right? We have to watch our language. When you ask the cards, are Harry and Meghan going to be divorced this year? The answer is going to be no, because the divorce is the piece of paper that you sign at the end of a separation. So when you ask the cards, are they going to be separated or are they separated? Then you get a more clear picture from the cards. But if you say they're going to be divorced, there's only 4 months left in the year. There's no way they're going to be divorced by the end of the year. So the cards will say no, they won't. And the cards are absolutely right. This could be an announcement from the palace about the king. Perhaps then we find out in December what's been going on behind the scenes all this time anyways. I definitely see Harry coming back, and I see Harry's divorce will be a big heavy anchor on the royal family in February. And didn't we read cards that it would be I must be thinking of something else, or his separation in February, and somehow it's going to be stuck on the royal family, but we know that, right? And what are these underlying? King of Wands. Well, that's William. Look at the kings that showed up. So this is going to be about, I think we're going to see a handover of the power that be to William. I think it's going to cause a problem between Catherine and Camilla. There might be something there, like who gets the Queen's jewels kind of thing. Co-regency, maybe it is, Catherine is queen. We're going to see Harry enter the picture here as well. But it's going to be a very turbulent time. Very turbulent time. I think things are going to kick off once we get into Libra season. I think that's the 22nd or 23rd of September. Things are going to start to turn sideways for the king. We're going to see the Joker come back. We're going to see an announcement by the palace. We're going to see some struggles. We're going to hear of some secrets that was going on behind the scenes. And we're going to see Harry creating problems for the royal family in February. All right, thank you very much for watching. Please take good care of yourself. See you online. Bye for now.